Hi there guys, I'm GamerJock and this is Final Fantasy II. This tale is expressed through three kids having their kingdom torn apart from their eyes, leading a resistance against the kingdom they were once a part of. Guy, Maria, and Furion go on a quest to take down the evil emperor and find Ultima, the strongest spell in the game. The combat in this title is very similar to my Final Fantasy I video, except it has a few nuances. To start, weapons now come with proficiency levels. Guy, being the big character, is really good with hammers and axes, while Furion is great with swords and lances. The more you use certain weapons, the better you get at using them, as well as shields. Magic is handled in a different way this time around. Instead of having more powerful magic to do more damage, you have to use specific spells many times to power it up. The level scale for weapons and magic is 1 to 16. Also, in order for someone to learn magic spells, since anyone can learn any spell, you have to have a magic tome and give it to them. The game had an experimental approach. Since there are no character levels, everything is stat based. For example, the more damage you take in combat, the greater chance of that stat increasing after a battle. Or the more you defend, the greater your defenses will be. There will be times throughout the story that you get a fourth member that has their own stats and magic preferences, like Minwu. These characters, although are temporary, add to the story of we are all in this together against the Emperor. In this game, you will be traveling to ice dungeons, poison swamps, and my personal favorite, into the Dreadnought. As I said before, leveling is different, and in this game, if you want a well-balanced team, you will have to grind in innovative ways. Want more health? Try attacking your own players. Want more defense? Try blocking for several turns. As for boss battles, the bosses in these games are going to be generals of the Emperor that attempt to block your path. And with proper grinding, this shouldn't be an issue. Depending on what system you got this game for, depends on if you get to play the post game. If you got the Dawn of Souls Game Boy Advance version, it will be there. If you got the PS1 kind, that will just be the main game. This title in the series had a couple redeemable qualities, but I cannot recommend this entry for newcomers. Instead, you would be better off playing the first one before this one, because Final Fantasy II's gameplay might turn you off if you're not into stat building. However, the story for this game is stronger than the first, and you feel a closer connection to the characters in this game. So that's Final Fantasy II. This is a really short video just because most of the stuff is kind of covered in Final Fantasy I. It has like a similar layout with travel and world maps and shops and stuff like that. So it only had a couple of differences, like I said, in story and battle concept. So I'll be coming out with another video next week. Obviously it's spring break, so that's fun. I'm out of college for a little bit, and I'll see you guys then. Later.